watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
The Department of Justice now appealing a ruling from a Texas judge that halted FDA approval of an abortion drug nationwide.
Washington correspondent Alexander Lamone has reaction from the White House.
White House officials call that ruling out of Texas unprecedented, and they tell me that they believe they can beat that ruling in court.
If the decision stands, it will put women's health at risk.
The White House says the FDA will not make any immediate changes to the availability of mifepristone, the medication used for abortions up to 11 weeks in pregnancy.
We obviously disagree strenuously with the decision in Texas.
Friday, a ruling by a federal judge in Texas put the future of the drug in jeopardy. The administration is appealing, but some Democrats say the FDA has the authority to ignore the ruling, an idea Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez rejects.
It's very dangerous when you have the administration coming out and saying they may not uphold a ruling.
But the issue is complicated because on Friday, a different judge in Washington state issued a contradictory ruling barring the FDA from doing anything to reduce the availability of the drug.
And I think it's important that states dictate their futures.
What's really egregious about this opinion is that it would be a nationwide ban.
Jennifer Klein, director of the White House Gender Policy Council, believes the Biden administration could win in court even if the case ends up before the conservative-leaning U.S. Supreme Court. Klein says when the Supreme Court ended nationwide abortion rights, the court said it was returning power to states.
This ruling in this case would be the exact opposite.
The White House also says that abortion pill, mifepristone, has been proven to be safe and effective time and time again since it was approved 23 years ago. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Thank you, Alexandra. Well, in a weather alert, Salt Lake City sharing how they expect to handle our likely spring flooding. Mayor Aaron Mendenhall and local flooding officials held a press conference this morning explaining the changes that Salt Lake has made to the city's infrastructure since the 1983 flood. Well, they include a robust stormwater system to debris basins and the addition of Little Dell Reservoir. We spoke with Salt Lake's Director of Public Utilities, who says the city is still preparing for the chance of flooding.
We are being very conservative in our planning and planning for the worst case scenario. Even though that worst case scenario may not happen, we want to make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row.
All right, so you can visit the Salt Lake County website to find information about flood zone maps, the most effective flood prep strategies, and current updates on snow runoff.
Blue skies and warm temperatures today. Spring fever is running high.
Yeah, snow is melting with these temps, right, Alana?
Yes, everybody is watching the weather because it's gorgeous out there, and we've been talking about those flooding concerns. You can also head to our website. We have a lot of flooding resources that you can tap into. Live view from Cedar City, 73 right now. Absolutely stunning in Iron County. High pressure bringing in that sunshine, and a lot of folks enjoying it after a very long winter season with a lot of snow. 50s, 60s, and 70s, just 70s along the Wasatch Front. 86 in St. George, 56 in Logan, so it's warmer up there in Cache Valley as well. This time last week, we topped out at 37 degrees and saw one of our largest snow seasons storms that came through. So 37 on April 3rd, 76 today. Hello, what a difference a week makes. We are feeling it with this high pressure really driving the bus when it comes to the weather story, and it's going to continue to do so. You can see satellite radar showing a front in the Pacific Northwest that we're keeping an eye on, but we get clear conditions for the next 24 hours. By tomorrow evening, we're going to start to see some changes, but we start with that view from Alta. So pretty, lots of sunshine and lots of snow. Now, when it comes to our snow water equivalent, we've tracked this record throughout the season, and we peaked at 30 inches. So this year going down in the record books, but now we're sitting at 29.6. That melting is happening because of the warmth that we're dealing with, and as a result, an avalanche warning in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow for the mountains in the northwest corner of the state. We've got to just know that avalanche danger is high, and all that heavy snow is ready to slide because of the warmth. We stay warm for the next couple of days, but then we get a little bit of weather whiplash as the temperatures dip. I'm going to show you why. It's because of this front that's going to come on through. Let's walk through what to expect. Clear skies for tonight and into tomorrow. By the evening hours, 7 p.m., we start to see a deck of clouds in the northwest corner of the state, so a bulk of Tuesday looking gorgeous with temperatures similar to today. More cloud cover by early Wednesday morning, and as we make it through Wednesday, we get a front that's going to drop in. It does bring the chance for some valley rain and maybe some mountain snow, depending on where this moves through. Now, at 4 a.m., it's up towards Cache Valley, and they could have cold enough temperatures that we do see some sloppy spring snow. That slides into central Utah, the threat by 10 a.m., and we do see over I-15, there is a slight chance for some wet weather. It does drape itself across the state, that front from Vernal all the way down towards Cedar City by the afternoon hours, and then moves into southeastern Utah by early Friday morning. That's really the only activity we're going to see as we make it through the work week. We dry things out following, and just some clouds to close the things out, but temperatures are going to drop. Best chance, again, for that moisture would be Wednesday into Thursday from northern Utah. Temperatures on the up and up for tomorrow. 76, 16 degrees above the norm right now. Going to go higher tomorrow. 70s, upper 70s in Salt Lake, 78, 60s in Logan, 80s in Moab, 74 in Cedar City, and upper 80s in St. George. As we zoom in, you're able to find your city and notice those mountain valleys getting into the mid 60s, 70s in Tooele, 74 in Ogden. Overnight lows in the 40s. Some spots will stay near 50. That's really mild, especially when you compare it to what we've seen. 88 and 80s for the next couple of days. The winds pick up, southwesterly winds, and that's going to be the big weather story there as the temperatures drop to the 70s in St. George. Here's a check on the Wasatch Front where we get those 70s turning to 60s and then 50s. So the front comes through and just the slightest chance of some rain. But other than that, really quiet, very different scenario than what we've seen for the last several months. And so a lot of people anxious to get out there and enjoy. I mean, these 70s are just beautiful.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
A lot of up and down over the next 7 days. So.
You know, that's the roller coaster.
Well done, Alana.
I do what I
Well
can.
done.
Here we go. Oh, you know what? I like you so much. We'll do it again tomorrow. There you go.
But then what happens when it goes to 50?
Don't call.
Is that also his fault?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I don't know how you're going to top that, but best and worst
Oh, we
is just
can.
pretty fun. No.